What's going on, boys? It's your boy Gold9 back with a brand new video for all of you lovely people out there. And boy oh boy, do I have a video for all of you lovely people. So it does look like Rockstar has removed over 189 vehicles. So in today's video, what I want to do is go over some tweets. I want to see how the community is feeling about this, and I am going to be showing you guys, don't worry, you are going to be seeing all the vehicles that have been removed. Unfortunately, some classics have been removed. Now, just to give you guys an idea of what vehicles have been removed, just a little preview, we have the Izzy Sport, Oracle XS, and the Jackal. Now those are only 3 vehicles that have been removed out of the 189 vehicles that have been removed total. Now in that 189, that is including some cars, that is including some bikes as well. For God's sake, they even removed the Faggio. Who would have thought the Faggio of all things would have been removed in GTA 5 Online? Now, about a week ago, before this update did release, Rockstar did say that they were going to be removing some of the lesser used vehicles, basically the vehicles the community hasn't been using anymore, just because what's the point of having them in the game if you guys aren't going to be using them, you know what I mean? Now personally, I feel like nothing's wrong with removing some of the lesser used vehicles inside of GTA Online. If they're not being used, what's the point of having them in the game? Now, if I am expressing my personal opinion, one thing I do not like that Rockstar has decided to do with all these vehicles is lock them behind a paywall. Yes, you did hear that correctly. What Rockstar has decided to do is move all 180 of these vehicles behind a paywall. Now you guys are probably wondering, how are they locking us behind a paywall? What are they doing? Now if you are on the newer consoles, you will have the opportunity to buy these vehicles later down the line. However, you are going to need GTA 5 Plus. That is going to be the downside of this. Unfortunately, that is going to be how they are going to be locking this behind a paywall. Now GTA 5 Plus is going to be costing about $7, I believe. I believe it is either $5 or $7 a month, which honestly I don't believe should even be in the game, because I think that's stupid. GTA 5 having a paywall of all games. Not only do I feel like it's stupid, but I do feel like it's super greedy of Rockstar, a multi-billion-dollar company. They've created Red Dead Redemption 2, which has one of the best stories of all times. I recommend anybody and everybody go at least play that. That game had to have made millions of dollars when it first came out, and then millions more when it came to PC. But I digress. So what Rockstar is doing is locking these 180 vehicles behind a paywall, so you guys are going to have GTA 5 Plus in order just to get access to this little car meet club where you are going to be able to buy these vehicles. Now really quick, before we do move over to the newswire and we jump into all that lovely information, I do want to quickly show here, you guys can see up on screen all of the list of vehicles that Rockstar has decided to remove from the game. Rockstar, how could you do this to us? There are so many lovely classics here, I can't even get into them. Why would you remove these babies? Why? Now moving over to their newswire here, it does look like they do have this picture of all these cars inside of a hangar. I can only imagine this is where the GTA 5 Plus car meet is going to happen, where I can imagine what will happen is you guys will meet up here and then you guys will be able to look at all the cars. Now granted, they can't fit all 180 vehicles inside of here, but what I can imagine is what they would do is inside of this hangar they'll probably fit about 7 or maybe even 14. I don't think 14 is just being grateful thinking, but I do feel like they will fit about like maybe 7 or so vehicles all inside this one hangar, and then run through a cycle of which vehicles they do have in here each week. Now, what I can't believe is how Rockstar is honestly expecting us to give them money for content that we've already had in the game, which is ridiculous. I think this is just a point in time where GTA 5, or the head honchos of GTA 5 Rockstar Games, I believe they're just getting too money hungry, and they know they can do it because little kids have access to mommy and daddy's credit cards. Let's believe it or not. Let's really break it down and be honest. That's what all it boils down to is they know that they have a whole lot of kids playing this game in 2023, and all those kids have access to mommy's and daddy's credit cards, which means most of them aren't not going to want to put in the hard work. They're not going to want to put in the grind. They're not going to want to do what they have to do to get the things that they do want inside of GTA Online. And Rockstar wants to really capitalize off that and really pull in and get some extra sales on this game before it's thrown off into the water and GTA 6 does come out. But you guys have heard my opinion about this. Let's see what the community is saying. Let's look at some tweets over on Twitter. Now first up, we do have this user here who has said that this change has removed 40 vehicles from his wish list. Now imagine being level 1 new on PC, and then you have a wish list of all these cars that you are going to want to get, and then Rockstar sweeps through with this new update and just removes 40 vehicles that were already in the game prior to this update. Now this person here does feel like they are in a, can't say that word, relationship with Rockstar Games. They stick around for the good times they've had with GTA Online, but seems like Rockstar Games is just determined to ruin the game and take as much money as they possibly can while doing it, which will leave a sour taste in anybody's mouth, I can imagine. Next up, this person says it's sad to see how far Rockstar Game has fallen over the years. These scummy moves that they've been making are here to stay, and will probably be even worse whenever GTA 6 comes out. Buddy, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Next up here, this person is under the impression that only a couple of cars were going to be removed, not a whole list of 180 plus vehicles. Can you guys fathom that? That's ridiculous. 180 vehicles were removed from this game that were already in the game, now have been locked behind a paywall so Rockstar can get some extra money. This person was under the impression that they were going to remove cars from the street that you can't put in your garage, but no, they removed stuff like the Z-Type. The Z-Type's a good car. That was one of my favorite cars. I liked it too, buddy. I'm disappointed they removed it from the game. It's still within the file somewhere, so they're going to be putting it out. Looks like we're going to have to dishing out $7 a month just to try and get the Z-Type. I think not, buddy. I think not. Now, in all honesty, as I look around the GTA 5 community, I am seeing a lot of people say they wish that they just made a separate website for all these other cars that were in the game prior, and I don't feel like that would have been a bad idea. I feel like that would have been a really good idea if all the cars that were once in the game when it first did launch were moved over to a separate website, so they could just have all these new cars in the game, which they definitely want people to buy, which is why the price marking on those cars are ridiculous, versus some of the older cars which are super cheap, and I feel like those could just be nostalgic and those could be in the game just for shits and giggles. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys do think down in the comment section below. Are you guys happy that they removed all 180 of these vehicles? If you guys do want a full list of the article I have been reading from, a link to that will be down in the description below, so feel free to check that out. As always, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys do like content like this, feel free to subscribe, smack that like button so this video does get out to other GTA 5 players, and they also can be informed about the news of Rockstar Games being a scummy, and I repeat, a scummy gaming company. But I love you guys. Stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.